Hey everyone, it's Kenny here doing a quick recap of the Alliance Tournament friendly challenge war that League participated in yesterday. So special thanks to B, to Zip, and to Mad Taunch for participating in this and representing League in this tournament. We did lose, unfortunately, but you're about to see there wasn't much we we could have done. They got us at the very end with a really great queen walk and air attack, and I wanted to highlight it because it's definitely a viable option for our town hall players, our town hall 10 players that have strong archer queen have capability of doing a queen walk. And it's also good to just highlight the importance of being able to do a great queen walk. This one was off the charts good. So anyway, kudos to the to our opponent, House Fury. Really a really good pressure attack at the end for a 3-star. Before we show that queen walk, I wanted to highlight one of Mad Taunch's attacks here. So you will see that this is a max Town Hall 9, everything, right? So it has the level 30 heroes. It has the max walls for Town Hall 9. It's a interesting base design. It looks like it's set up to defend against air pretty strongly. And this is going to be a challenge, right, for any Town Hall 9 to 3-star, because 3-starring at your own Town Hall level is always a challenge. MT has a level 12 Barbarian King and a level 20 Archer Queen. That's going to make this extra difficult, if you will, to be able to pull off a 3-star. And not to spoil anything, but she does pull it off, and she does it with the witch slap attack, which is just, when executed properly, is a really strong attack. So I want to show it here. This one's definitely worth highlighting. We've got 4 healers in the 9 o'clock, 4 healers, 4 witches in the 9 o'clock corner, followed by 2 healers. Same thing going on at 12 o'clock. And then the rest of the troops there are dumped for the core. Well-placed jump spell to catch those giants that were coming in on that cannon. And the funnel is being set, and everything now that's supposed to go to the core is going to the core. Again, one of the big benefits of the witch slap attack is all this stuff on the sides, right? So you've got 4 witches and 2 healers on each side here, and they just wreck the sides of this base while the heroes and the remaining troops do their damage in the core. And got the second jump spell down. You see that the CC is pulled. You'll notice that Mad Taunch does a good job of getting the poison spells down on time, and and everybody is just, all the troops are doing work. And you'll see that this base is just really getting torn apart. The Archer Queen ability is still there. The skeletons from the witches are doing so much distraction. You see the Archer Queen really doesn't stand a chance. On the sides, everything is still holding up well, and this base is just been absolutely decimated. And it's a kudos MT for trying new attacks, learning new attacks, and keeping up with the current the current meta in the game to be an effective player. I mean, we were at a bit of a disadvantage this tournament because we were out heroed. We don't have max Town Hall 9s, and MT and B just don't have level 30 heroes, and so this was a really big attack. And at this point, we thought we had a pretty good chance to win this. At the end we couldn't pull it off. but it had nothing to do with Mad Taunch's effort. That was pulling off a 6-pack. Also got the 3-star on number 5 this war. So great job there. So what the enemy needed at the end of this war was a 3-star, 85% or higher on Budweiser in order to get the win. They had hit this base a couple of times before, so they knew a couple of things. They knew what was in the CC. They knew that the skeleton traps were set to ground. They knew of a couple of air bomb locations. And, sometimes when you know those things and you are a skilled player that can pull off a very strong AQ walk, you can do stuff like this. I'm going to show this thing twice because there's so much good here that watching it one time doesn't do it justice. So let's fast forward to it. At least get started. Here we go. All right, so he starts the queen walk here. Immediate rage, smart. He knows that he's going to get a lot of heat there with those Teslas. Note that he's got the baby dragon going down here for funneling. Okay. Note the build as well. See how many wall breakers he took? He took 10 wall breakers, and you're going to see how effective they are used here. So the queen is starting to do her thing, and 3 wall breakers go in to set the stage for the queen to enter this base. A second rage is dropped here in just a second here to make sure that the queen doesn't go down. And while under rage, 2 more wall breakers go. Remember, he doesn't need more than 2, even for those high-level walls, because they're under rage, and the wall breakers under rage will bust through just about anything. So in goes the queen to start attacking at that expo, and now the queen starts to take damage from the Inferno Tower. He doesn't panic, right? He still has the queen ability, but I want you to watch to see when it is used, and a single set Inferno Tower is not going to quickly damage your Archer Queen. I believe next comes a freeze spell. Good. Okay, so let's pause it again for just 1 second. Again, he waited till the queen was going down a little bit before he dropped that freeze. And note that he has used 3 spells on this AQ walk. He's used 2 rage and 1 freeze spell. All right, let's pick it back up here. Gets the first air defense. Now is about to get the Inferno, and now the CC is drawn. Gets the poison down quickly. The poison is also covering eventually the Archer Queen, getting max value. He uses the ability of the hero, and now he has accomplished everything that he's wanted to accomplish with his queen walk thus far. He's gotten 1 air defense, he's gotten the CC, he's gotten the Inferno Tower, and he's gotten the Archer Queen. Now he's starting the second part of this, I guess we'll call this his kill squad, and he has opened up another wall, and he is about to send his Barbarian King in with, I believe, just 4 bowlers. That's correct. And a level 40 Barbarian King is gonna act as a golem, if you will, and really take on a lot of damage. And so while it's doing that, the bowlers take out the expo, and the bowlers take out I'll catch the other part up top in a minute, and the bowlers take out a second air defense. Up top, he has started his air portion of this raid, and so he has dropped the hounds, 2 hounds, and balloons. He is doing surgical deployment of the balloons on the other defenses, so he's doing 2 per defense. This is very smart. Why is it smart? It's smart because if he gets blasted by a couple of red bombs, it's not going to impact an entire cluster. It's smart because if that wizard tower turns to get the balloons, it's only getting 2 at a time and not 15 at a time, and what have you. So, he has his 3 hastes down, and he is saving his heal to drop right after the Inferno Tower goes down, which it has. And now all the balloons are healing back up to go for the last couple of defenses. This is like the best town hall. He couldn't have done it any better. It's a really strong attack. A queen walk and a bowler king kill squad using those 3 spells and getting as much as he did is a recipe for success. And I mean, look at the troops that are left over. It's just wild. So let's just go ahead and do it one more time so you can see it again. Note the composition, guys. This is a good composition to use, for some of our attacks. When do you try something like this? I mean, this is a gutsy attack. So these are the kinds of attacks you do when you've already secured a solid 2-star on a base, and you've got really nowhere else to go but up. You either need a 3-star, or you're just shooting for the moon, so to speak. And this guy needed it in 85% or higher. And so this is the kind of attack you do in a situation like this. Again, super great patience with the queen walk. He doesn't mess around with the rages. He gets it down in appropriate times. Really great use of wall breakers. Really great use of the freeze spell. The queen is going exactly where he needs the queen to go. The great value from the baby dragon said at the beginning that started that funnel. Great value from the poison because it gets not only the CC but it gets the archer queen. Great timing on the AQ ability. And now he starts the funnel on the other side with the barbarian king and the 4 bowlers, and they take care of a wizard tower, an up expo, and another air defense. And so then again he starts the air portion here. Notice we talked about this with some of Floorwax's raids before. He dropped the balloons before he dropped the hounds to get them going a little bit better, and then he quickly gets the haste spells. Look, the haste spells are in succession there, so they go quickly to the Inferno Tower. If it sounds like I'm drooling, I am, because it's just a badass attack. And this is so textbook. Gets the heal down. 2 more surgical balloons to take care of this Tesla over there, because he knows that that's all he needs. And so, I mean, kudos. Anyway, they advance in the war, and we're out of the tournament until next time. But here's one we can all learn from. And guys, we should try stuff like this. There is no reason not to try things like this. If we fail, we fail. So what? But if we have a base secured with 2 stars, then there is no point in doing another 2-star raid. Just go for it. And again, this is how you get better. It's how we improve. And just really, really awesome attack here. So anyway, I'm out. Till next time. See you later, guys. Maybe.